What's up guys, Corvus95 here and welcome to episode 186 of my Pokémon Showdown Random series. On the last episode we picked up 2 wins and 1 defeat and took our record to 317 wins, 238 defeats overall, a 79 game differential. Let's try and make that at least 80 differential on today's episode, and with that let's get underway. Okay guys, battle number 1, and we lead off with a Kabutops versus my opponent's Dialga. I think an important thing to do is to pop that balloon, and the best way to do that is knock off, because it's the only move that isn't not very effective. So let's go for knock off. Just 34%, decent amount, gets his rocks up, that's fine. We'll go rid of the balloon. That was the important thing. Now what do we go for? Could go Sand Slash. Let's do that. There's the Draco. He fortunately misses, and I think we can live from 100%. Goes for the Toxic, and we take him out with an Earthquake. So Sand Slash picks up a kill against the Dialga. That plan worked perfectly. Now today is the start of my mass recording session. I need to record 34 episodes of Pokémon Showdown Random in 5 days, and edit and upload them all in that time span. So if I seem a bit wary and if my throat goes at any point, then I apologise. Right, I think I go out in the Magma Zone. Goes for the Dragon Tail. I would have liked to stay in on that actually. Flash Cannon would do 120 base as would in power, but he's less likely to predict the Flash Cannon. So it does 45%. He switches me out into Wigglytuff, which is okay. Wiggly has the Fire Blast, so I can go for that. Does 46 and gets a burn. Good. Means he should go down even if he goes for Giga Drain again. I'm going to try and minimise the amount I talk in these episodes just to save my voice. So I'll probably have the music, the background music, louder than I normally have it. So he should go down with the burn. He does, good. Well done, Wiggly. They are competitive, so if he brought out an Intimidate Pokemon, it would be bad for him. Brought out the Jirachi, let's go for the Fire Blast. He outspeeds, gets the Iron Head off. I didn't know if he would try and set up or not. So he definitely outspeeds everything. Let's go Magma Zone because we have Magnet Pull. Can go for a T-Bolt, which will actually do more than in power. And we can stop him switching out. Okay, Fire Punch. I didn't think he would have Fire Punch, if I'm being honest. We should win this matchup though. Down goes Jirachi. Well done, Magma Zone. So we've actually revealed the same amount of Pokemon here. Well, he is obviously going to go for a Sucker Punch. So we should switch out into Kabutops. You went Pursuit, are you kidding me? Wasn't expecting Pursuit. Let's go for the Stone Edge. I was expecting Sucker Punch. I think he outsped Magma Zone anyway, so I wouldn't have mad. Because I'm pretty sure Pursuit would have done 10% anyway. There's the Sucker Punch I was expecting. And we take him out with the Stone Edge. And my opponent forfeits. So that's going to be the end of battle number 1, guys. I will join you in battle number 2. We begin battle number 2, and it is a battle of the fighting types. So it's his Hariyama versus my Primate, but I don't want to go close combat because it definitely won't kill. And I go first, so I don't want to do that. What should I go for? Let's just go EQ. Does it okay amount? There's the CC. And he did take me out, so it was a bad idea to go for that. I think Deoxys is too obvious. We could go Scald, and I think it should kill. Due to the fact that he's got a minus special defense. Okay, goes Mantine. I knew I should have set up there. It's a bit unfortunate. My throat's already going. This is terrible. Scald is very possible. Let's go Parasect. Actually went Toxic, which also sucks. Let's go Spore. Okay, it takes me out with an Air Slash. His Pokemon are just much more powerful than I'm expecting. Let's go Dunsparce. I was expecting it to have Glare. Let's go Rock Slide. Stop predicting every move I make, please. Let's go Coil. There's the Toxic, which I was worried about. Now we can Headbutt. We don't get the flinch, unfortunately. There's the Clear Smog. It's annoying that I came up against one of these. It's a 60% chance to flinch. So I'm expecting a flinch, at least like 3 flinches before I go down. Because I have Serene Grace and that doubles the chance. I do have Serene Grace, yeah. Critical hit. And he gets the recover off, of course he does. Go for the Roost. So this battle is pointless. Literally pointless. Let's go Sceptile. Brings out the Hariyama. Let's Mega Evolve and go for the Leaf Blade. Please don't have Ice Punch. Of course you have Ice Punch. Of course you have Ice Punch. My opponent has the counter to everything on my team. That's really frustrating. So what am I meant to do when every single one of his Pokemon can counter every single one of mine? I could see the Gastrodon coming out. That's why I went in Power Grass. The Mantine actually came out. That did nothing. And we don't really have a physical attacker left. I'm definitely talking too much for my throat to last 34 episodes. Okay, so we'll go for the Headbutt. This is really annoying, my opponent's strategy to just switch into the same Pokemon over and over. I think I'm just going to forfeit this match, so that's going to be the end of battle number 2. We'll pick up the loss, unfortunately. And we're going to go on to battle number 3, I'll join. Okay guys, battle number 3, and we lead off with Drapion versus Miltank. Miltank is a bit of a problem, the body slam's really irritating. Let's go for the Sword Stance though. I could see the Miltank switching. He actually went Curse. Thankfully we get more of a buff than he does. And let's go for a knockoff now. Get rid of the focus sash. Goes for a second curse. Alright, let's go poison jab. Doesn't do much. And he has EQ. I was worried that he may have EQ. Well, he hasn't boosted his special defense. But Heatran has air balloon, so it's safe. So let's just go lava plume. Take out the mill tank. So trade 1 for 1. Landorus T. That's fine with me. Let's go for a raw, I think. No, let's go for the lava plume. Hope for the burn. It's the same chance as Scald, but you never get burned with lava plume, it seems. I think the EQ's too obvious. I don't think he's going to go for it. He did go for it. See, this is the hard part with random battles. You don't know how skilled your opponents are. Like, I think he will, in a real battle, like an actual OU battle, he would have over-predicted there and not went for the EQ. I don't have much for him. I could potentially scare him out with the Glalie. It's very risky. He outspeeds everything. He doesn't actually outspeed Swoobat, but I don't think I'm going to kill with Heat Wave. Let's go Glalie. Please don't one-shot me with your stupid attack. Okay, my opponent's disconnected, and as we know, this basically means they will give up. So it looks like we're going to pick up a second win of the episode here. I will join you once they either reconnect or fully disconnect. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, so my opponent never came back and we ended up winning that second win of the episode, third match of the episode, putting us at 2-1, taking our current total to 319 wins, 239 defeats, 80 game differential. We'll finally reach that level. And yeah, 5 minutes to wait for my opponent to time out is way too long for these kind of videos. So in future, if my opponents ever disconnect, I'm just going to count it as a win then and there, rather than wait the 5 minutes to get the win. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And from me, Corvus95, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.